Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So we are actually going to be playing with a bunch of Sephora bestsellers. So these are all of the skincare, well I mean not all of them, there's obviously a lot more than these, but the skincare and makeup from Sephora that is the top selling, the best selling, that's rated the highest above all of the other products. So I've actually got a full face of those products here in front of me, including skincare, and I'm going to basically be using them, and as we go I'm going to let you know whether or not I actually agree if they should be bestsellers or not. Some of these products I actually haven't tried before, so I'm excited. But there are actually quite a few here that are some of my favorites. So obviously everyone else has got the right idea. But yeah, we've got some skincare to go through first. And then, you know, primer, foundation, concealer, powder, eyeshadow, the whole works. So we're going to be creating a full face of Sephora's best-selling makeup. So if you were interested in watching that, then please stick around. Okay, so skincare, I love. Oh, I've turned into like a skincare freak, literally. I don't know if that's fair to say, but I'm nearly to the point of getting more excited about skincare than makeup. Shocking, I know. So first up, I've got this one from, and I'm not sure, I feel like I never pronounce this correctly. Is it Laneige or Laneige? Laneige. This is their lip sleeping mask. This is literally one of the highest rated products on Sephora. Now I do have this one and I've got a toner here as well. Both of these are actually better to be used at nighttime as part of your nighttime routine, but I still wanted to show you them here on camera. So yeah, this is the lip sleeping mask. Basically the idea is that it hydrates, moisturizes, infuses the lips with a whole bunch of good stuff while you are sleeping. And I must admit, this is not a first time use for me. I have been using this product for quite a while and I really, really like it. It smells incredible. It's kind of got like a bubblegum, is it got? Berry. Okay, it's meant to be berry flavor. Oh, yeah, it definitely does smell like berry. Oh, but bubblegum as well. It smells like a little bit of both. It's got like a very pale pink kind of a texture. As you can see, mine is well loved. And it comes with this little rubber applicator. So, you know, it makes it easy to apply. Basically, it avoids you from getting it all underneath your fingernails. But I'm going to apply this and then let it sit for a bit. We can sort of, you know, remove it later before we put the lipstick on to hydrate my lips. I love this stuff. I absolutely totally understand why this is a bestseller. I think it absolutely deserves that medal. It's incredible. It definitely hydrates the lips. I feel like when I use this overnight, I wake up in the morning with softer lips. They're softer, they're smoother. I really, really like this. All right, next up I've got a toner from Henriksen, and actually a lot of the Henriksen products are at the very, very top of the Sephora best-selling products. This is their Glow 2.0 Dark Spot Toner. Again, this is not a product that is like a new thing for me. I have actually been using this one, I mean, not ages and ages, probably maybe 3 months, about 3 months. This is basically a transformative toner. It's got AHAs in it, and the idea of it is to re-smooth the skin, so, you know, helps minimize fine lines, wrinkles, you know, textured skin, enlarged pores, all that kind of stuff. Best to be used at nighttime, like I said, as part of your nighttime routine before going to bed, because it does have those AHAs in it, and basically you want it to work and, you know, do its good stuff while you are sleeping at night. I feel like you pretty much put this on and you wake up with glowing skin. Like, it's a really, really nice toner. So the AHAs in this one include glycolic and lactic acid. It's also got witch hazel. Obviously the AHAs do the resurfacing, you know, help smooth out the texture and stuff, but the witch hazel helps to brighten the skin. Then it's got a bunch of other amazing things like chamomile, licorice root, sandalwood extract, basically a whole bunch of stuff to really, you know, like soothe and calm the skin. So it'll help retexturize, but it'll also help calm and soothe. Can I just say as well, oh, this smells so good. Oh, it really, really smells delicious. So basically all you do, you use it like a regular toner at nighttime is better. Apply it to a cotton pad, just like that. And then you smooth it over your face gently. And then basically jump in bed and it'll do the work. Now, obviously, like I said, this video is a little bit backwards. You want to do this one at nighttime because it does have those high potency AHAs. And also when using, you know, a resurfacing toner like this one with AHAs, you want to make sure that you wear sunscreen during the day because it can like sort of increase your ability of your skin to burn. It feels really, really lightweight. It doesn't leave, I don't like toners that leave like a really sticky, you know, sometimes you put a toner on and you're like, oh, I feel like my face was clean and fresh and now my face doesn't feel clean and fresh. It absolutely doesn't do that at all. It's really nice and fresh on the skin, smells amazing. I've definitely noticed results with this one. Like, I love the way my skin looks when I wake up in the morning after using it. Definitely smooths it out. Like, it's a really, really nice toner, and that's why I've been using it for so long. I was also using their toner from the Balance range. That one's like more for like oily skin and things like that. Because toner is really, really important. Did you know? You probably might not know, because I feel like a lot of people actually skip toner, but toner actually helps skincare that you put on afterwards work a lot better. Rebalances the pH of the skin. This one's alcohol free, which is awesome. But I was using that other toner for a long time, and I still love that. Like, it's absolutely amazing. But this one, I don't know. I can't choose my favorite now. How do I choose? So yeah, absolutely, this definitely deserves its spot in the bestseller list. Like, it definitely reduces dark spots. It definitely fights signs of aging. It definitely helps with texture, and it definitely makes your skin look really nice and glowy. So this one I agree with. Similar to the lip mask, definitely belongs in the top sellers. Okay, next up is a product that I actually haven't tried before. This is from Tarcher, and this is their Violet C Brightening Serum. This has got Japanese Angelica root, a dual vitamin C, and AHAs in it as well. Oh, this is probably one that's got to be used at nighttime too. That's so funny that I've got all skincare that's actually nighttime skincare. Nikkia. Still, I think it's actually really good to show more skincare on my channel because skincare is expensive and you can't tell from the marketing whether or not it works. So I'm going to try to be featuring a lot more skincare in videos and doing a lot more of this to be able to, you know, let you guys know my opinions so that maybe it might help you make a decision around skincare. Oh, so the Japanese Angelica root helps diffuse excess melanin, reducing the appearance of dark spots as well. Oh, and it helps with acne scars, 2 types of vitamin C for antioxidant activity to defend against pollution and, you know, assist with signs of aging. It's got the sunburn alert about the AHAs, but it actually doesn't say on the front whether or not this is a morning or nighttime product. Usually AHAs are a nighttime thing. Usually. Ooh, fancy. Okay, so it's got no color. It's completely clear. Does have like quite a strong scent to it too. I'm going to smooth this over the skin. If this is a daytime, you know, like a serum that can be used during the day, I'll definitely let you know how it feels underneath makeup. I mean, all I can really give you is a first impression. Like, obviously skincare like this needs to be tested, which is why I always test skincare for a long time before I actually recommend it to you guys. Ooh, okay, that does feel really nice on the skin. It's left like a little bit of tackiness, but I don't feel like it's an overwhelming amount of tackiness. Very lightweight. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, now this one I was happy to see. This one I was very happy to see. One of the best-selling primers, the Hourglass Veil Primer. Mineral Veil, where would we be without you? This stuff is amazing. This is like a smoothing primer, really, really nice on the skin. It's fantastic for oily skin types. If you've got oily skin like me, it just works so well under makeup. So it'll extend the wear of your makeup. It'll smooth the surface, you know, to create a really nice base for your makeup to go on top of. I don't find it to be like slippery, slidey underneath makeup. Like, it does everything that it says it does and more. I feel like it does even more. Like, I don't even think that they make any kind of claim about, you know, helping with oil control and things like that. But truly, if you've got an oily skin type or textured skin, or you really have a hard time getting your foundations and things to last, have a look into this. It does come in a tiny little size, I think like a 15 ml size. If you want to try out like the little sample size first, test it, see how you go, see how it reacts on your skin, because it is quite pricey. But truly, it is like a magical primer. I'm really happy with this. All right, moving on to foundation, we have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. This is another product that I have I've been using this for quite a while. I kind of use it periodically. Like, I don't find myself using it, you know, like I've got other foundations that I will use literally every single day for like 2 or 3 months because I just love them so much. This one I sort of like kind of swoop in and use it, and then I'm like, no, and then I come back. Really nice glowy foundation. It does look really pretty on the skin. This is another product that is quite pricey though, but it gives like a dewy sort of a look, but still has really, really nice coverage. It's actually nearly empty. Wow. I need to do a new empties video. Actually, I got so many empties. I feel like it's just going to be, I've been like hoarding them and just haven't basically remembered to film them, to be completely honest. So I've got like a big pile. Let me know if you want to see an empties video. But yeah, I do like this one. I do understand why this is a bestseller. There were some other foundations in there as well. In fact, Estee Lauder Double Wear, the bestseller on Sephora US. My baby. There was a couple of Makeup Forever foundations. There was like a new Charlotte Tilbury foundation. A lot of you have been asking. I don't know if it was like a new release or something, but I will be testing that out and I will let you guys know. But yeah, I looked at all of the votes and all of the reviews and stuff, and the Giorgio Armani was, you know, it kind of came out on top of all of those other ones. So I'm just applying it to the skin. See how it gives like a beautiful, it's like a dewy kind of a glow, but it's also not so dewy. Gosh, my hair is out of control though, isn't it? Wow. It's not so dewy that it, like, you look like you're a bit sweaty. I feel like it's like a really nice and natural level of dew. Like, I love dewy skin, but when it's too much and you just look like you need a shower, I'm not really into that look. As far as oily skin types, like if you've got an oily skin like me, guys, I find that this foundation does hold up, but it absolutely will not control shine. You're going to need to touch up. You're going to need to, you know, if you're wearing it to an event or something, you're going to want to take a powder to touch up. Your oils will come through, but it doesn't go all gross, is what I'm trying to say. Obviously, it also depends on what primer you pair it with. It does work really nice with the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, but it's pretty good in terms of like longevity of wear. All right, so that's what it looks like on my skin. I do find it really, really pretty, really flattering. I feel like it minimizes texture. I feel healthy. I feel like I look healthy. So we're going to move on to brows. And actually, I did just quickly want to mention some of these products here in Australia are available at Mecca instead of Sephora. I did base this video on both the Sephora Australia and the Sephora US websites, but some of these products here in Australia are from Mecca. I'll put little asterisks so that you know exactly where to go to find it here. But they're all available on Sephora US. Hopefully that makes sense. Can be so confusing with different retailers in different countries. Yeah. So moving on to brows, and this is a product I was actually quite surprised about because it's not a product that I really ever use. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. This is a double-ended pencil. One end's got your spoolie so you can brush the product through, and then the other side's got like this little angular like pencil. I remember when they released these, it came out, I feel like it came out after their Brow Wiz. Their Brow Wiz pencil is like a much like slimmer, smaller kind of a pencil that's really good for drawing in like individual hair strokes and things like that. I feel like this came out after that. This was after the Dip Brow, I believe. I don't know. I just don't find myself really using it that much. So yeah, this is probably my first product when I'm like, don't really agree. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to use this to fill my brows in. Like it does work, but I think for me, because I don't have like the hugest brows or the hugest face, like it's just not quite pointy enough at the end to get a really nice tail. Like I find that, I don't know, it leaves my tails maybe a little bit thick. Also, I did just recently have my microblading touched up, so that's why my brows are looking way hairier than normal. Oh, microblading, I love you. And I mean, obviously everybody loves this, but I personally don't agree with this one being in the top sellers. I would have picked the Brow Wiz over this one because I just find that one a lot easier to use. Yes, I feel like it leaves my tail like quite wishy-washy, and I don't know, it just looks like not as neat, not as precise. All right, so I ended up actually finishing my brows with a brow powder because it was just too hard to get them exactly the way that I like them. So for me, this pencil, I don't personally agree with it being, well, why it's in the bestsellers. I don't know. If you love this, let us know in the comments what it is exactly that you love about this and why. Now, I did quickly chuck on some eye primer as well. There were no eye primers in the best-selling lists on Sephora, but the thing that I am most surprised about, in actual fact, is the eyeshadow palettes that are the bestsellers. Okay, so we have Huda Beauty Desert Dusk and Huda Beauty, what was this one? Rose Gold Remastered. These are two palettes that, in my opinion, are very much overpriced for what they are. Look, the packaging is absolutely stunning. They're very visually appealing. They're very beautiful to look at. They feel nice in your hand. But I don't believe the quality of the shadows in these necessarily justify the price. I don't mind the new nude. The formulation in that I feel like is a little bit better than this. In particular, the Rose Gold Remastered, like you just get no payoff, no pigmentation from a lot of these shimmers. Like I don't know why I basically don't know why people are so obsessed with this. I don't understand it. So I think we'll use the Rose Gold Remastered for this video because it's absolutely the best selling palette. This one and the new nudes. I actually couldn't find the new nudes palette though. It's somewhere in this room. She's floating around, but this one was also one of the best-selling palettes at Sephora. I personally found this to be like a little bit patchy, a little bit difficult to blend. The mattes, you know, got a bit patchy. The shimmers didn't really have too much payoff. I'm going to use it, but yeah, I don't really agree with why this one's in there. I'm going to start with Demure, this sort of pinky, dusty rose shade. And I'm going to sweep that one through the crease. Now, hopefully, you know, as I'm using it, you might even be able to see sort of what I'm talking about. I have got like review videos and stuff showing my exact experience if you're interested in seeing them. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are so many freaking amazing palettes at Sephora that just perform beautifully, that blend so well, that aren't as you know, ridiculously sort of overpriced. Like there are some other really amazing options. And I guess it sort of baffles me that they aren't the ones that are in the best sellers. So I think I'm going to do like a coppery eyeshadow look. Just something sort of simple, basic. We're feeling basic. I'm going to take henna next. Sort of warm brown. Same brush. And I'm just going to sort of gently put that over top of that last shade. Yeah, see, it's very difficult to... Oh no, I feel like I've got to blend and blend and blend and blend and then blend some more. And then even after all that, like it still can look patchy. Okay, then I'm going to take Trust Fund, this shimmery copper colour here. And I'm going to put that one on the lid. See, this is a very different sort of shimmery formula. It's like quite lightweight, not as creamy as a lot of other shimmers and a lot of other palettes. So as a result, you kind of get like less payoff. But I'm pretty much going to pack this all over the lid. And I have used it with a wet brush. It's a little bit better with a wet brush. Not really like a huge, you know, not like a big enough difference for me to be like, yes, okay, I can see why it's worth it. Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I can layer this and layer this and layer this and layer this and I still don't get amazing payoff, basically. All right, maybe we should try the 24 karat. It's a pretty cool gold. I'm going to put that in the center of the lid. Well, that adds a little bit more dimension, doesn't it? Running sandalwood through the lower lash line. And then we'll probably finish with a bit of bubbly, the highlight shade, and we'll move on. All right, so I finished off the eyeshadow. I feel like you can't really see. Can you see highlight on my brow bone? I don't know. I don't like that palette. I don't think it's worth the money. Those are my thoughts. So moving on to eyeliner. This is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. This is literally the only eyeliner that was in the top sellers, the best sellers on Sephora. I totally agree with this. This is an amazing eyeliner. It has been a favorite of mine for years and years and years and years and years. It's got a very, very, very fine tip. It's really easy to do a wing with and it's waterproof. So all of the things that, you know, you sort of want in an eyeliner, this will absolutely do. I don't know. Are we going to wing it today? The other thing about this too is it is transfer proof. So if you've got a skin type like mine and you find a lot of eyeliners, you know, they transfer underneath your eyes or they transfer, basically you just end up with eyeliner everywhere. This one does not transfer. It's totally oily skin safe. Got such a good fine point on it too. Like it's a really, really easy to apply. I love this. I decided just to tight line and then we'll pop lashes on over the top. Now, mascara. This is another product that I cannot understand. I mean, I understand that there are different skin types, so obviously people react to it differently, but I cannot wear this mascara. It just ends up everywhere. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is absolutely, by far, hands down, the best-selling mascara at Sephora. People love this, and I agree with the sense that it does make your eyelashes look really nice and voluminous. Lots of volume, lots of length. Like, it really is a mascara that, you know, it will give you that effect, but it transfers everywhere on me. Like, I don't know. I can't seem to wear it. I know that there are a lot of other people that have the same trouble. Like, it does make your lashes look really nice, truly. A lot of other people that do have like the same trouble, but we're keeping this accurate, so we're going to use it. It's probably going to be kind of hard to see my lashes over that eyeliner, but it does make your lashes look nice and like you can see them. You really can see them, but probably even before we finish filming this video, I will have mascara underneath my eyes. But I am going to pop some lashes on. Maybe I will do that off camera. Finish my mascara, I'll do that off camera. And then we can move back onto the skin. I've got some really interesting products to use, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so lashes are on, and I did end up creating like a little bit of a wing. I don't know. I felt like it looked a little bit more flattering because I feel like there's not really that much going on with the eyeshadow. Haven't had it on for too long, and you know, already it's faded quite a bit. Yeah, also for reference, I have brushed off mascara flakes off my cheeks at least 3 times now. The mascara is flaking everywhere. All right, moving on to concealer. The NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer is absolutely the best-selling concealer at Sephora. I did have a really, really good look through the best-selling list, and this one was hands down the bestseller. The second bestseller was actually the Too Faced Super Coverage Concealer, which I also really, really love. I have loved this concealer for years. I totally understand why this is in the bestsellers. It's a really nice, smooth, creamy concealer. It's got fantastic coverage. It's really easy to blend out, and it doesn't crease or cake. So yeah, this one for me is another one that I'm like, yep, I totally understand that. Now, I am going to be building up the coverage a little bit sort of around my eyes there, because I feel like I'm missing like a little bit of foundation there. And then on the chin as well. And then I'm going to blend that in with the same sponge. This is the Nikkia Joy Cosmetics Pro Perfecting Sponge, if anyone's wondering. I will be linking all of the products in this video in the description bar as well. I will also link the lashes that I'm wearing because you guys always ask. So just blending that in. I really do find that this one just blends seamlessly. It is an easy product to work with, and I love products that are easy to work with. I mean, who wants to pay money for something that's kind of hard to use? Not me. It does a really good job at brightening. It does a really good job at sort of smoothing out the area. It doesn't create that like crepey texture that you sometimes get under your eyes. Yeah, I find that it lasts all day. It's a nice thin consistency, so it doesn't feel heavy. Like, it's definitely a good concealer. I totally understand why this is a bestseller. Oh my God, I've got mascara. So frustrating. Okay, moving on to setting powder. This is going to be really weird because I actually haven't used this setting powder since the beginning of the development of our Velvet Finishing Powder. So this is going to be like strolling down memory lane. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. It's a really sort of lightweight translucent one. I used to, like, this was my holy grail for a very, very long time. The only thing that I didn't like about it was it did flash back in photos sometimes under the eyes. And I also found that it just made the skin look, I don't know, like a little bit dry, a little bit dry. So basically, you know, since we launched our Velvet Finishing Powder, which is my holy, holy, holy grail of all holy grail setting powders, I haven't touched this since then. So this is so weird. Going back. We are going back. So I'm just using the same sponge to press that into the skin. It is a good setting powder. Like, if you've got this, you know, I understand why this is a bestseller. Definitely understand. Like, I used this for years and years and years and years. It's funny because now I look at it on my skin and I'm like, I feel like it's also lightened up the foundation. I feel like it's, I don't know. And I mean, of course I was obsessed with it. You're always obsessed with something until you find something better. But do you guys think it's made my foundation look a little bit lighter? In the comments. All right, moving on to bronzer, and I am not at all surprised that this is in the bestsellers. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in the shade Tantastic. This is a product that you guys have heard me talk about a lot here on my channel. I love, 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 love this bronzer. It's really nice and smooth. It's really easy to blend. It's a beautiful flattering color. Easy, quick to apply, lasts all day, doesn't get patchy, doesn't look muddy. It's everything that you want in a bronzer. I totally get why this is in the bestsellers. Like, it is genuinely a really, really good product. I'm going to use this around the face to sort of warm things up. I'm not really like contouring as such. I mean, contouring you want to do with a cooler tone color anyway if you're doing it the proper official way. But I'm just going to sort of warm up my skin, try and add a little bit more color. Like, see how easy it is to blend out? Like, I nearly feel like it's like a 2-second thing. You quickly apply it and it just looks perfect every single time. Also totally lasts on my oily skin, which is clearly an awesome thing. Like, I don't find that I, you know, get to halfway during the day and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, half my bronzer's gone. Like, it absolutely lasts. You know, it doesn't emphasize texture. It's just, oh, hello, I've got something in my hair. It's just a really, really nice product. So just applying it along my hairline now. Basically applying it to my baby hairs. The eyes don't look as wishy-washy now that we've got a bit more colour in the skin, I feel. It's looking a bit better. Moving on to blush. Again, hands down, way above the rest of them. The best-selling brushes at Sephora are from NARS. The only thing is, going in the bestsellers list, I couldn't tell the best-selling shades. It just said NARS blush. So I've just grabbed a shade from my drawer. So this is the NARS blush in the shade Matahari, which is like this really beautiful purple. It's like a pinky purple kind of a color. It's a really nice matte. This is another product that I totally understand why is in the bestsellers. They're such a nice formula. They're really smooth. They're really pigmented. They're really long lasting on the skin. They're typically not patchy. Some of the glittery, like some of the shimmer shades, I don't know if they were limited edition ones that they've released more recently, I've found to be like a little bit patchy just because the glitters in them are so chunky. For me, with my textured skin, it's not something that I can get away with, but the original matte shades, like, oh, they're so, so nice. And again, same as the bronzer, I don't find that they get patchy during the day. I don't find that they fade off during the day. I don't get, home at night and I'm like, oh, I've got no blush on. Like, they really, really do last on the skin. They hold up with oil. Don't like transfer off. They're really, really nice. Totally, like, I back that 100%. These are definitely some of the nicest blushes that are at Sephora. Now for highlighter, Fenty was up there. I'm actually interested because I know a lot of people really love highlighters and we all collect highlighters, like we're serial highlighter collectors. I'm sure you guys are with me on that. But this is one that I don't know. I was genuinely surprised to see that this is the best-selling highlighter. So this is the Fenty Kilowatt highlighter. It's like a duo one. It's got 2 shades. Oh, maybe I should go with more of a gold. Anyway, we'll continue. So this is the shades Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. These are a really, really nice formula. They're smooth, they're creamy. I feel like, as far as a highlighter go, they are pretty, pretty nice. But at the same time, when I think about all of the amazing highlighters that are available at Sephora, my mind doesn't go to this. I love the Fenty Trophy Wife one. That's an incredible, actually, you know what? Let's get it because that's technically a kilowatt highlighter as well. This is seriously, next level. This shade's not a bestseller. Obviously, it's quite out there. It's quite an intense shade. But yeah, when I think about the best highlighters at Sephora, I don't think Fenty. So it's interesting, like maybe I just haven't discovered enough of them. Maybe I haven't used them enough. Maybe I'm totally missing out. Maybe we'll use both of these. Why not? Like, for me, it's not a highlighter that really stands out above all the other highlighters out there. But it's always interesting. So that's what it looks like on the cheek. I mean, it's a nice highlighter. Like, you can definitely see it, but I wouldn't say that it's the most amazing highlighter I've ever used kind of a thing. It's like a pinky champagne. I'm just mixing those 2 shades in that duo. And then I'm going to put the gold over the top. The gold I love, but that one's not a bestseller. And I understand that because it's definitely, it's a product that you kind of look at and you're like, whoa, that is gold. Like, it does look a little bit intimidating. So picking up the gold now, and you only want a tiny little bit. But look at that. It's magical. Oh, see, this should be a bestseller as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it is intense. You got to go in with a very, very light hand, but so for the lipstick, and this is another one that I was quite surprised about because, again, it's not something, when I think of lipsticks available at Sephora that are really, really good, my mind doesn't immediately go to this. So this is from Charlotte Tilbury. There was actually quite a few Charlotte Tilburys in the bestsellers. This is the Matte Revolution lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk. That's right. And I'm pretty sure it's like a nudie pink. Charlotte Tilbury products are really, really amazing quality. I have tried them before. They're beautiful. Oh, that's such a Nikkia shade. Oh my gosh, it's like this was made for me. They've got a very interesting shape to the bullets too, and it just makes it really easy to carve out like a really nice perfect Cupid's bow. But yeah, let's try this out. I haven't tried this before. Oh, it is a nice matte finish, but it doesn't feel matte on the lips at all. Wow. So it feels super, super creamy on the lips. Very, very creamy. Very easy to apply. It's not patchy at all. It is matte, but it's definitely also got a little bit of a sheen to it. I guess that's why it's Matte Revolution. A cashmere cream texture with a soft matte finish. There we go. Enriched with papaya and orchid. It's really nice. Very lightweight, very creamy, not patchy, not chunky or anything. And this color, wow. This actually dead set, nearly bang on reminds me of the lip color that I made with MAC, the Nikkia Joy MAC lipstick. This is nearly exactly the same. Beautiful. Oh, I think this is going to be going into my lipstick drawer. I like. So there you go, guys. This is a full face of the Sephora best-selling skincare and makeup. Definitely some products that I absolutely agree with. There are definitely some products that I don't agree with at all, but I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you agree with these products? Do you agree that these should be the best sellers? Have you tried them? What do you think of them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if there are any products from Sephora that you believe should be in the best sellers that you're sort of like, why doesn't everybody else love this? Like, that have you feeling confused? I've certainly got a long list of products that I feel are like that. But yeah, let me know all your thoughts down below. I love you all so, so much. Please, 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 if you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on. Nobody is seeing the videos. You have to have that bell turned on to actually, like, if you want to be notified when I've got a new video, or you actually want it to appear even on your homepage, like your subscription feed, you have to press that notification bell. Like, otherwise, you basically will not know that I even exist. So make sure that you press it. Make sure. All right, guys, I love you so, so much, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.